Guova loves Lan Yan. They spent so long shaking hands when they first met. It was like they'd known each other forever. Lan Yan actually promised to take me foraging for wild mushrooms and insects. Once my new dish is ready, you've gotta come try it.
When you first spot Xiangling out and about, the first thing you should do is check the look on her face. Especially when she's just coming back from collecting new ingredients. The more excited she looks, the more dangerous it is to approach. Because if she sees you, she'll force you to taste test her latest concoction. I usually get Chongyun to handle these situations.
Alice's range of eccentric novelties knows no end, which makes her by far my best supplier. Now that I've told you my trade secret, I think you should catch up on your tuition fees. Come on, pay up.
She's a cute kid, but I have to keep my distance. Whenever she plays with me, her bombs always end up going off. It's not so much me I'm worried about. It would just be awful if something happened to Klee. The Knights of Favonius would never forgive me, that's for sure.
I always take good care of Lisa. If she ever wants to become a star, she'll have my unconditional support. I'll cheer at the top of my lungs until my voice goes hoarse. That might scare off her other fans, though.
Sucrose may not be much of an extrovert in public, but as they say, it's always the quiet ones. Apparently, her laboratory is home to quite the eclectic range of implements, and her experiments are more than just intellectually stimulating. All hearsay, of course. You don't seriously think I would go snooping around a fair lady's private quarters, do you?
Due to public safety and fire hazard-related concerns, I often get whisked off to the Tenryu Commission's place for a lecture. Kujou Sara's probably the most reasonable of the bunch. At least she'll hear me out before passing any judgment. If I'm in the right, she'll acknowledge my perspective. And if I'm wrong, then I'll get Toma to come and help me apologize to her.
One finds Sister Rosaria to be a most devout believer in the Animo Archon. One night I heard her invoking the name of the Archon thus in another's presence. May you be struck down in the name of Lord Bardibus. One presumed that she was leading a prayer.
I actually don't know her all that well. I've only heard bits and pieces from Cloud Retainer. From what I've heard, she can be quite ferocious. Whenever her temper gets the better of her, she is likely to start obliterating her surroundings. I wonder if maybe she's just bored. Should I recommend some work to keep her occupied?
The elders in my clan have mentioned her before. The fate of her family, it's something we can all sympathize with. I originally thought we would be able to bring a long-lost relative back into our clan. The elders were overjoyed too when they heard she was still alive. They even prepared gifts for her and picked an auspicious day for a grand reunion. What we hadn't counted on was that most of the time she's extremely difficult to track down. Wait a minute. Based on her relative positions in the family tree, does that mean that There's no way I'd have to call her Auntie Shenhe, right?